Hey guys, it's Justin over here with Barbecue. Today we're gonna do a London broil for you on the Traeger 34 Pro. Here we have our London broil. Not a whole lot of intramuscular fat running through these, so we gotta figure out a way to tenderize it. And what I'm gonna do here first is what's called a dry brine. So I'm gonna take some coarse salt and cover this entire surface. And then I'm going to leave it on this rack here and put it right back into my fridge. And you can put a liberal coating on here. It's a big chunk of meat. It's going to soak that up. And you'll see that it draws the moisture out a little bit, but it will help tenderize your meat. So you're going to leave it in there overnight if you can. Here we are back. We got our meat out and we're going to put a binder on it, as always. We're going to use Worcestershire sauce. And we're going to cover this whole piece of meat. Make sure you get the sides on a big cut of meat like this. You don't want to miss that real estate. After the Worcestershire sauce, we don't need to do salt, obviously, because we dry brined it overnight. We are going to put minced garlic on here. And in my household, we like garlic. So there's going to be a lot that goes on here. So we're going to come in with garlic. Make that evenly as you can. And then we'll grab some coarse black pepper. I always like to grind it fresh because with some of these you can change how large the flecks are that are coming out to suit your liking. So get a good covering of that. And then even though we have minced garlic on there, we are going to come back with some garlic powder and just do a nice even coating. We're going to coat the entire cut of meat, sides and everything. Once we have everything coated, we're going to take it out and get it on the Traeger and start our cook. Here we have it. I just put it on, just showing you guys that we're leaving it just like that. In that tray underneath, I did throw some beef broth. I'm going to end up making a jus out of that later, so we'll catch all those good drippings and then reduce them down with a little more beef broth and use it to dip our London broil in. Here we are about 2.5 hours in. It is done. Temping it about 120. I have my Traeger running at 225 the whole time. So we're going to bring it over to the Weber, which I have screaming hot right now to get that sear on it. And you might notice sometimes when I lift a grill open, I burp it first, and it doesn't really matter at low heats, but when you're cooking at 600 degrees, you want to give it a chance to escape before it just comes right at your face. You lose some eyebrows. So we're just going to take this, get it right on. We're going to do about a minute per side, then rotate for a total of about 4 minutes. So, once you got that all seared up, nothing really left to do but eat it. We let this sit for about 10 minutes before I started cutting into it. You want to make sure you go across the grain, so you'll see the grain running in one direction, and you want to cut at a 90-degree angle. That is very important when dealing with a tougher piece of meat. That'll help you to get a more tender bite. The striations will tell you exactly which way to cut. And this was a pretty perfect medium rare. Might have been a touch on the side towards medium, but nonetheless, you don't want to overcook this meat and dry it out. You want it to be nice and juicy. You can just see it glistening down there, almost pull apart. It's almost there. And once I get it cut up, I have my reduction of my jus that I'll bring in, and all that is the drippings off of that I got from that pan, and a little bit of beef broth, maybe about a cup, and just let it reduce down, and this is what you're left with. And I'll tell you what, this takes it to another level. It really does. But this was a pretty simple cook. I think that if you have a smoker, you have the means to do it. Try it out. As always, like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you want to see me cook next. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.